we kick off the half hour with our stock of the day. Thought we'd take a look at Warrego Energy. I think Warrego's come up only a couple of times here on the call, being circled by a number of billionaire-backed empires. Jenny Reinhardt's Hancock Energy and Kerry Stokes has backed Beach Energy. The latest is an off-market takeover by Hancock at 28 cents a share. Warrego says the offer is superior to that of Beach. Let's take a look at how Warrego shares are performing today. Bit all over the place at the moment, waiting for it to come through, but look at that spike in the last month or so. I have a mate in there. I'm green with envy that he's followed that up.
It's been a long wait. I think known this resource has been there for 2 or 3 years. So
yep.
I dare say there'll be a lot of frustrated people out there who had given up and now watching it spike. But nothing like a good billionaire stoush.
Nope.
So I think 28 cent takeover bid, the stock trading at 32. You're probably a little bit of being a billionaire stoush, a bit of ego premium there. That if they want it, they can take it. I think the Hancocks have got an $18 billion war chest at the moment, so they're looking at picking up, I think, some rare earth assets and things like that as well. Yes. But I did some sort of back of the napkin sort of maths. I mean, realistically, at 32 cents where it was trading this morning, I think it's 87 terajoules a day at 5,800. So I think it's $5.80 a gigajoule per day.
Right.
Making about 500 grand a day. So it only really, that asset in gross terms, as I said, fairly rudimentary maths, pretty much paid off in a couple of years. Really.
Right.
So it's not particularly expensive, and it's really easy to get to as well. It's not a complicated process getting it out. So
right.
I think it's the question really is why didn't someone come along and grab this earlier?
Yeah.
Obviously, with European gas shortages, etc., I would have thought I'd have been sitting there thinking, well, why hasn't someone had a look at this? And I think that's what Strike did. They own, I think, 25% of the company. They've sort of pushed it into the public sphere by going with the takeover, and then everyone else has realised, this looks pretty good. So,
okay. So you missed the boat?
At 32 cents, you've missed the boat, I would imagine.
If you're in it, hold it, obviously.
If you're in it, hold it. I mean, we generally like to sell, particularly if it's at a premium, we like to sell half just in, but with 3 takeover bids and a couple of fairly well-funded billionaires having a crack at it, I can't see it not going through. Right. So if you wanted your cash back sooner rather than later, then 32 is probably not bad for half, and take the risk out of the equation, and you may be able to go and pick up something else towards the end of the year. Okay,
Michael.
Yeah, similar thoughts. So again, with most takeovers, you get one offer. Often it's better to take that off the table than risk having the takeover fall through and the shares fall the way back to where they started. Yep. In this case, we have a couple of high-profile bidders. They're bidding it up. That's clearly a positive. But we also have to bear in mind that Beach started at 20 cents, then they moved up to 25. We've got Hancock now at 28. So the current bid, from what I see, is 28. It's trading at 32. So to make more than 32, it's going to have to move from 28 to 33, 34. I mean, that's another huge jump, and then it starts to become a bit less and less likely. So, I mean, I'm on the fence in terms of taking it off the table or holding out for a little bit more. Probably more leaning towards start to take some off the table at 32.
So it sort of almost go half, like Mark
yeah,
was
I mean,
saying.
even just take half off, because again, the offer's not at 32, it's at 28.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to deliver something higher than what you currently get on the market, and that's 32.
Yeah.
And at least by selling it on the market, you don't have to go through the drawn out process of waiting for those funds. You can get your funds now and move on to other opportunities.
Even if the bid goes to 32, I mean, you just get your cash in 2 days.
So,
So why not sort of put that to good use? I mean, you can even get decent yield in the bank at the moment. So it's not like a year or two ago where you were just getting nothing. So
Good advice. All right.